Alrighty everyone, we're going to be talking about something really interesting to come out of Hasbro's Beyblade Burst era. And no, it is not the dog shit Beyblades they decided to nerf for most of that generation. However, we're going to be talking about what I think is probably one of the coolest things they did, which is evolutions that Takara Tomy didn't do. Now we got some examples that are pretty good, we got some examples that are pretty bad of evolutions, and yeah, mallbase.com by the way, please check us out, because until the end of October, we're going to basically be 15% off of any Beyblade Burst stuff or whatever is on discount there on checkout, should be automatically, and we also have Beyblade X pre-order stuff, so it's an optional way to support the channel. It helps keep us going, and I appreciate any support regardless. Now, we have Shield CBas. Now, this appeared in Beyblade Burst Rise. We will talk about the fact that I might accidentally call it Chain CBas because it has chains on it, but this does feel like a very big parody of the Lucifer shape just because of all the spikes things going on. But with Shield CBas, you know, it was pretty cool. My general sentiment towards a lot of these Hasbro exclusive stuff is it kind of feels like this could have been an evolution. Plus, when you even kind of look at, like, you know, a later CBas evolution, you could be like, well, this could at least kind of fit in. So with all respect to it, you know, it's always got something going for it, because performance, it does not have going for it at all, because Shield is just very shit for its shape, so it can't really do anything that well. But we do appreciate Shield CBas on this channel. We do appreciate it. Moving on from there, we do have Inferno Salamander. Now, since Hasbro did opt out of doing Left Master from Takara Tomy, this is basically kind of your equivalent here, and, you know, an evolution of probably one of, like, the coolest jumping Beyblades, Hell Salamander, which I do respect Hasbro for deciding to pick one of, like, I'm not gonna even say niche, like, I feel like it was kind of popular. And what's kind of neat about this one is that for performance-wise, it's not even that bad, because, you know, it's kind of like got like that mass shape, you know, you could kind of do like with some of the equalization, you know, kind of okay same spin, kind of okay opposite spin, you know, it kind of was like niche all right, you know, in the mediocrity that is the Hasbro meta. Now, this is where you can, I guess, count it, you know, Magma Ephor, because obviously there is like Inferno Ephor, Ifrit, whatever, Ephor, yeah, I mean, even though like it does feel kind of far apart from like the original one for design's sake, you know, this one does count. This feels like a main thing in like quad drive. So if you care about Ephor, even though there's an I at the start of there, think English language. Yeah, I mean that's kind of one of the ones. Even though this is left spin and this is Poison Cobra, so this one is existence. It shouldn't exist, but it does for whatever reason. To kind of explain it is like another video in itself, but this is technically an evolution, even though I think this base, I think Cobra's been probably the most disrespected beta Hasbro's ever done, which the original name was Hydra. Gilded Balderov I think was pretty neat, because this was during quad drive, and this is like a rare big get battle thing, and I kind of like the idea. I think the chip has a pretty nice design. Keep in mind, they did paint over a lot of these, so they could have a little bit more detail, but this one I actually do appreciate a lot. Even though a lot of the bottoms, whatever, aren't really that good or well thought out, I ideally just kind of like appreciate to some extent the existence. I just do wish they kind of had the original gimmicks or something interesting. This one is kind of funny, which is Stone Nemesis. Now the thing is, it's kind of accurate to the original layer design, but not to the original avatar, because with Nemesis, the original avatar was actually what the app had, where it was like this weird kind of night creature thing. And this was like in like back in the day in like the Bay, that Bay arcade machine, whatever, but they changed it to like this weird lizard alien creature thing. So in terms of design wise, it is kind of based, right? Because they basically just based it off of the original avatar, but where it did start to lose me is that for an evolution, Stone has like a pretty cool shape, even though it doesn't work for burst because it's too much recoil, but I feel like the outer part does not feel like a real evolution to Nemesis. And it's probably also because they can't do gimmicks, because they're cheaping out, so it's kind of whatever. But you know, in terms of all this stuff, I gotta say that I think it was probably their best move to do a lot of these exclusive evolutions, because they're basically at a loss, because a lot of the bays that they have just don't have what makes basically Beyblades unique, which is like the gimmicks or kind of the cool stuff or new parts or that type of stuff. So kind of really see like something interesting out of Hasbro. I think that's why you kind of gotta appreciate it, even if maybe the performance for for a lot of these is not there. Like Gilded, not really. Stone, it can't because it bursts too easily. I think the only actually useful one is Inferno, because like Magma is mediocre at everything. So yeah, I mean, actually, I mean, the Wrath did have some use for kind of like that left spin stuff, actually. Yeah, that's kind of where we're ending off. I also don't want to make it very, very clear that when I'm saying evolutions, I'm not referring to their literal own like motif that's only Hasbro only. So no Kraken to Kraken, no dual to like spear duel, whatever, just like evolutions to pre-existing bays. I think this was such a unique thing that they did. Let me know in the comments, which one do you think you liked the most? And why? I kind of just wish these things eventually got some Takara-Tomy. I don't want to say eventually. There is no eventually, but I do wish they could have gotten some Takara-Tomy like version of them. I feel like it was such like a cool idea that's kind of ended up going nowhere. But it at least helped Hasbro kind of have some uniqueness to them, because if they never had a lot of this exclusive stuff, like I do think they'd probably have a lot less interest on the base. So to whoever thought at like Hasbro HQ, let's do some exclusive stuff, my hat's off to you, sir or madame, because that was pretty much a very, very, very good idea. At least I think so. No, I don't think anyone would disagree with that. Yeah. Alrighty, well, take care and bye.